Teaching a backside is an important agility foundation behavior. With your dog on your right-hand side, send your dog around the wing and reward once the dog comes between the standards. Notice the dog stays on the same side of your body throughout the exercise. Bugsy starts out on Becca's right side, he goes behind the object, and he ends up on her right side, and she rewards from her right side. No jump, no problem. You can substitute things. What we've used here is just a garbage can. For the first few reps, you can completely lure your dog around that garbage can. Just make sure that your dog is going around the outside of you on your right side. Once your dog understands the exercise, you can start creating distance between you and the object. This enables you to send your dog from a greater distance. Teaching the blind cross. Once again, with your dog on your right side, you're going to send your dog around that object. As your dog is going around the object, you're going to step parallel, and then you're going to slightly turn and look over your left shoulder and lure your dog to you with your left hand. The blind cross is a great move for staying ahead of your dog. Remember to practice this exercise on both your right and your left side. Add a second obstacle so that your dog ends up doing a figure eight. You're going to be doing your blind cross on your first obstacle, moving into a front cross on your second obstacle. This is how the exercise looks with 2 wing jumps. We've slowed it down so that you can see the blind cross on jump number 1. Cross the center of that figure 8 and send your dog around the far back side of the second jump. Call your dog through the jump standards doing a front cross. The next behavior we're going to be working on is the Serp, but we're going to start the behavior with only 2 jumps. To start the exercise, you're going to send your dog to the back side of jump number 1, and then you're just going to reward. There are 2 ways to do a Serp. The first one is using a threat alarm. Let's break that thread alarm exercise down. Start with both you and your dog in front of the object. Have your dog on your right side. Send your dog around the object on the right. Then what you're going to do is you're going to start moving parallel, and you're going to take your left arm and move it across your body and lure your dog to you. Also practice this on your left side. Add a second object to make a substitute jump. Start with both you and your dog on the right side. Send your dog from your right side with your right arm around the first object. Cross your left arm across your body, lure your dog between the two objects, and reward. Once you and your dog have mastered the first jump, then you're going to add a second jump, but the difference is on the second jump, you're sending the dog over the front of the jump. Back side of jump number 1 with the thread alarm, moving parallel across to jump number 2, where you're going to send your dog through the front of jump number 2. Teaching version 2, the dropped shoulder. Start with both you and your dog in front of the object, with your dog on your right. Send your dog around the object as you're moving parallel. Drop your shoulder with your arm that's closest to the dog and reward. Now add a second object to make a jump. Stand on the right-hand side in front of the object. Send your dog around. As your dog is going around the object on the right, drop your shoulder and lure your dog through the two obstacles and reward. After some successful reps, add 2 more objects to make a second jump. After each successful rep, start working your way towards that second jump. Remember, on jump number 1, it's a back side. You're going to pull your dog through that jump standard with that dropped shoulder, moving towards jump number 2. Once you've worked your way over to jump number 2, then you're going to send your dog over the front of it. Back side, jump number 1, front side, jump number 2. In a competition, a Serp consists of 3 jumps, so it can be an over the front, around the back on number 2, and then through the front on jump number 3. You'll notice Brian is starting out on my left side, so remember, always practice both left and right. Let's review that. It's front side jump number 1, moving into a back side on jump number 2, followed by a front side on jump number 3. Happy training, everyone!